Question 8. Sequences may be generated by the recurrence relation of the form un plus 1 equals kun minus 20, where u0 is equal to 5, where k is on a set of real numbers. So we're asked to show that u2 is equal to 5k squared minus 20k minus 20. Okay, so we can write out the expression first, so un equals kun minus 20. So if we want to know u1, this is just going to be u1 equals k, and un for this one is just going to be u0 minus 20. So here we have that answer. So u1 equals k times 5 minus 20. And then you just do the same for the next part. So u2 equals, I can write it all out for the sake of argument, k u1 minus 20. So this then becomes u2 equals k times, alright, this is 5k. 5k minus 20 minus 20. So that equals 5k squared minus 20k minus 20. And that's just as proven. As proven. So that's your final answer there. So it's for 2 marks. So there's 1 mark for finding expression for u1, and there's another mark for finding the expression in the correct form for u2. Okay, so part B now. Part B. Determine the range of values of k which u2 is less than u0. Okay, so when u2 is less than u0. So we have an expression for u0, we have an expression for u2. So let's write them out. 5k squared minus 20k minus 20 is less than u0 was 5. Okay, so how do we work this out? Well, it's just a quadratic again. So let's move this number across. So you have 5k squared minus 20k minus 25 is less than 0. Now we can divide this whole expression by 5 to simplify it. So this becomes k squared minus 4k minus 5 is less than 0. So what are the factors of 5? So it's going to be that add up to make minus 4, so it'll be minus 5 and 1. So this just then becomes 5 minus k minus 5 and k plus 1 is less than 0. Okay, now from here it may not be obvious what the answer is, but what's really useful to do is to sketch a graph. Okay, so well, actually it's not even useful, it's required by the marking scheme, so do sketch a graph. So what are our roots going to be? Well, it's going to be k equal to 5 and k equal to -1. So put them on here, -1 and 5. Okay, and because this is a positive quadratic here, we know it's going to be a minimum point or a smiley face. So through here, okay, and we're asked, if we look back at the question, determine which range of values of k for which u2 is less than u0. So it's going to be in this area here. So the values of k, so this is k. What values of k is it going to be? So it's going to be when k lies between -1 and 5. So how do you write that? You write it. I'll write the outer statement. Range for values of k for which u2 is less than u0 is -1 and k k lies between -1 and 5. So you see here, it's because all these values here between -1 and 5, the value of u2 is going to be less than u1. So you need a statement like that and a sketch to get all the marks. So where are the marks exactly assigned for? So it's 4 marks. So you get 1 mark for interpreting the result here and then subbing in the values. And then you get another mark for expressing inequality in a standard quadratic form. So that's here when you move everything across and equal to 0. Then you get 1 other mark for determining the roots or the zeros of the expression. Then you get your last mark for stating the range with a justification. So that's really important that you include it with a justification. And that will give you your 4 out of 4. Okay.